Hello, comrades. My pleasure to see you again. And as a reminder, I am Sergey Sivantian, your host of this truly decentralized TV channel about innovations and future tech. Only one successful blockchain TV and place where each and every person ready to share his amazing ideas and thoughts within ThinkTank community extremely welcome. Today, my guest is Andy Lian, an early blockchain adopter and experienced serial blockchain entrepreneur who is known for his works in the government sector. He's the best-selling book author, Blockchain Revolution 2030, and currently the advisory board member of Hyundai technology. Andy is part of the Gyeongsangbuk-do blockchain special committee, government of Republic of Korea, together with industry experts such as Brock Pierce, we know him personally, and also played a pivotal role as the blockchain advisor for Asian Productivity Organization, APO, and Intergovernmental Organization Committee to improving productivity in the Asia Pacific region. And as a avid supporter of incubating startups, Andy has also been a private investor for the past 8 years. With a growth investment mindset, Andy strategically demonstrates his in the companies he chooses to be involved with. He believes that what they're doing through blockchain technology currently will revolutionize and redefine traditional businesses. He also believes that the blockchain industry has to be decentralized. Happy to see you, buddy. What's your tip for our viewers today?
Good to see you, buddy. Well, I think one short tip is stay patient, and then stay patient and do the right thing for the crypto space. Yeah. How are you?
Cool. You know, so many things comes up into this interesting space. Starting from the last year, all the DeFi sector is extremely growing, blowing our minds. But another stuff also coming to NFT, non-fungible tokens, and it looks like all the designers, unique creators, arts, and all that stuff coming into the market. I see so many posts from you. I see so many involvement in this industry too. Share with us your thoughts, share what you do in this industry, and how do you personally come into?
Well, I think there are a few things that are really important and very hyped up at the current moment. One is DeFi that you have mentioned. Another thing would be NFT, right? So the DeFi, it has definitely grown in size, grown in a number of projects, and grown in the total number invested in. So it is still growing. I do see another phenomenon is that the traditional companies are looking at how to be part of this DeFi craze or this DeFi hype, and this is actually a big thing, because if the traditional finance guys are going to come in with more capital, this would mean that the current bull run could run a lot longer than we have expected, right? It's no longer like some say it's going to end in September. Well, it could be September 2023, or 2024, right? So life goes on. So that's the DeFi sector. The other thing that I look at very much is the NFT stuff, right? So if you have seen what I've talked about on Channel News Asia, twice on Money Mind, this is a segment in the Singapore mainstream TV channel. We talk about what is NFT, what can NFT do, and so forth. And in a recent event, I also talk about NFTs again. But as of now, NFTs is more towards the art scene, collectible, mainly on that front. But I do also see that there's a possibility that NFT could go into the financing, right? Or maybe go into a stock scene, So things will change, Things might change a lot more as we progress, as we build on the infrastructure to make it work a lot better. Because right now, I think the whole NFT thing is still in a very early stage. When we see more infrastructure being built on top, more layers being built on top, I think maybe it will be even higher in terms of invested amount than DeFi in time to come.
Okay, cool. Just let us know. We have talked so many times in our NF talks, in our discussions about no bullshit sessions, of course, and so many thoughts and so many doubt about where is the value in NFT, where is the real value besides of the money. We clearly see that all the designers or the art creators are trying to sell their content, are trying to sell their, how I'd say, their stuff for the humans, for the people, and create the history about it. But where is the real value which brings blockchain industry, which bring that non-fungible token, non-fungible token, I'd say, with non-fungible token ideology? Where is the point and what makes sense for the creators, where they can find a new kind of market and be some kind of much more valuable in this space? Just your thoughts is very interesting.
Sure. I think, again, whenever we talk about NFT, maybe in general right now, I think the question that you posted would be like, what makes NFTs valuable, right? So based on what I see personally, like many other assets right now, different asset class and so forth, cryptocurrency, NFTs and so forth, it all depended on demand and supply. I think demand and supply are the key market driver for the price. Due to the very scarce nature of NFT, it's very unique, one piece only, it created a fair bit of demand, So right now you see, artwork being sold at close to 70 million, tweets going at maybe close to 3 million and so forth. These are some really good case study, right? Very good case study. But not every tweet or not every artwork per se is going to fetch that price, right? So the high demand, from gamer, from collectors, from investors, these are people who are often prepare to pay a lot of money for them because they felt that they like the NFT. If they like the NFT, they felt that the designer behind the NFT or the collectible itself can bring them more value in the future, then okay, they will pay for the high price, right? So some of the NFTs also have the potential to make their own owners a lot of money. So I'll give you an example. One gamer, on Decentraland, is a virtual land platform. They decided to buy 64 lots, within the game and combine them into a single estate, dubbed as the secrets of Satoshi T. Green, right? And that itself, which is just a virtual asset, it was being sold at 80,000 purely because of the desirable location and road access in the virtual land, right? The gamers see that, well, if I have a plot of land here, very strategic, I could build big buildings, tallest building and so forth. They felt that, this is of a good value, right? So this is how NFT comes about. Someone like it, someone willing to pay for it, and then someone willing to make that transaction happen, that created the value. Same thing for artwork. Sometimes, I would think that this piece of artwork look ridiculous, but then, wow, it fetch a good price at the Christie's auction or Phillips auction. It all depends on your own perception or your own taste, how this piece of work is going to work very well, right? So I think right now, this is really the current scene, about NFTs. And this is also how people see the value, out from these NFTs. But another question that might come up is there a certain level of liquidity, in NFTs? I think structurally, the ability to instantly trade the NFTs of a certain value will lead to high liquidity. Marketplaces can also cater to such needs from different audience. I give you an example. I'm involved in a project called Hoodoo. So it's spelled as HODOOI.com, right? It is a multi chain kind of NFT platform. So when it is, in that kind of level, different kind of products can be minted on different chain, and it can be brought into that marketplace. That is one way to create more liquidity. That's one way to make more people go into that marketplace. Whether it's for games, whether it's for artwork, whether it's for gaming asset and so forth. I think this is one way to create more liquidity, to allow more people to go into the game, right? So the other way to look at liquidity could also be bringing DeFi into the picture, right? So NFTs help to expand the market of collateral in DeFi lending. So a DeFi lending and maybe a borrowing platform require collateral, right? These collaterals are generally crypto holdings, but right now, if we have an NFT, right, that NFT is worth 100 Ether, for example. So one can now put their NFT as a form of collateral, just like a piece of artwork, just like a piece of real estate, and then they could borrow against whatever they want, right? Borrow against it. So that created more liquidity, Yeah.
Cool, what I see, what I feel in market looks like the real world really migrating to this virtual one, because even in Decentraland, people ready to buy something in virtual. We are in virtual world even now. We are on the huge distances between each other, but have all the chances to be with us, to see on us, and have that communication level even now. The same story happening with NFT and with the cryptocurrencies and with all that industry. So many documents, so many things already get digitalized, and we already ready to believe that this is the fact. This is the real value, and this is the real asset we can rely on. What do you think? How the ideological in human mindset changes? I'm talking about collectors. They are now clearly see and understand how the artwork works in their space. They have their own space. They are collectors. They are owner of so many pictures or so many artworks. But now something changed. It becomes so easy to do and to share with people around you. You just have one account in OpenSea or in a Rarible and just share the link, say, look, here it is mine, and nothing special happening inside. No, so many emotions. Well, how do they come to? Because this art or this industry is based on human emotions. It's based on their activity. What do you think about that? It's gone, or it's be done in another manner?
Wow, I think again is a big question, my friend. So
yeah, I know about that. Just share your thoughts. It will be interesting, because I'm sure that viewers do not clearly understand how this market should look like. It's not about money, really. It's not about speculations. It's about something special and ideological new. That's why I'm talking about that so many times.
I think it's fun to see it from your point of view. But maybe I would give your viewers and your fans some kind of an example, that could help the whole thought process. So first of all, perhaps you own a couple of good artwork at home. Yeah, maybe that artwork is made of gold. All right, it's a gold color, gold piece of artwork. There's a wonderful scenery of what it is. It is worth maybe $1 million because everything is gold, by a very maybe a very famous artist. Do you want to sell it? No, I don't want to sell it, right? So I have the money and so forth. So right now, because of NFT, since you already have the original piece of artwork, the only piece of artwork, what you can do as a buyer is to tokenize it, right? Do you need to tokenize it in gold color? No need. You can make it to red. You can make it to orange. You can make it to yellow, 10 different colors, for example. Upload that, sell it off in the market, and you still keep your original piece, hang on your wall. You are very happy about it. NFTs actually gave you more imagination, more ability to convert your current physical asset. It could be a piece of artwork, for example, onto NFT, share it with people, and also make some money out from that, right? Because what does it doesn't cost you much, to convert it into a digital copy. On top of that, you could also put more variable onto the smart contract, right? So when you put things like, for example, I have a NFTs as well, that my team posted it. That NFT itself, if you buy it, you get 1 hour of consultancy from me. Well, yeah, that's it, right? But the fact is, is it easy to make that sale? Is it easy to make people buy that? Well, that is a totally different thing, right? Liquidity is there, all right? But in order to have liquidity and attention to your piece of artwork, for example, you need people to market you, right? You need the hype to market you. This same trick, this same process is the same as the traditional art gallery. Christie is auction. They have been doing it for decades. They promote certain artists. They promote certain type of artwork and so forth at different timing. NFTs for art has to go to that kind of level. If there's no such promotion, it will be very tough for you to get your artwork sold, right? So this is the artwork portion, yeah. But if you look at it very clearly, whether we call it speculation or we call it rewards or we call it, tokens, by doing all this action, you are being rewarded with something, right? When you are being rewarded with something, you will try to do more. You try to promote the platform. So the platform itself got enough promotion, but people are looking at it like, okay, I have now did my work. I got 10 tokens. Each token is $10. Okay, let me just sell it off. I get $100. Is it okay? I think it's okay. Okay for the user because the work is done. They are being paid 100. Okay for the platform owner as well because there's a circulation of their platform token, and it is being seen as a form of support to the whole art scene or to the whole platform, right? So I think fundamentally it is no different from what you see in the art gallery. There's no different at all. So I hope people who wants to get into the NFT scene, whether it's for the speculative nature or is it purely because of the artwork that they are trying to appreciate in time to come. Both group of people got to see this long term and got to see this in the right manner, because artwork itself, in order for it or for people, for example, to have that kind of price for his artwork, it is not an overnight thing. He is not an artist that pops up last week, So I think you have to get that kind of duration, that kind of credibility, and then from there you can get you as an artist can get that kind of mileage. Same as a platform. Christie's auction, for example, or Sotheby's and so forth. They work very hard. So again, if you work very hard as a platform, well, you could be the next big auction house, online for NFTs. So a lot of these things, going back to the traditional thing that you have talked about, we just got to have the right mindset.
Andy, I have my vision or my explanation. Where is the real value and what do we transfer to each other when some artwork comes from creator, he giving to the humans, giving to the people the ability to just change his ownership. And that cost is just for changing the ownership. In this moment of life, this picture is mine, and a little bit later, after making the transaction, the ownership goes to another one. And this is like a distributed ledger book for accounting, like, I don't know, European bonds. When you buy some bond, you see the previous owner, you see the previous money, you see the creator one. And this is the same story. If you be sure that this artwork or this unique product is yours, you have to pay for the ownership to the previous holder one. And that's all the reason, and that's all the money creation process. Am I right? Or it should looks like just another manner, or it looks like just other? Am I right in my thinking or not?
I think what you have mentioned is correct to a certain extent. I think when you talk about European bond and so forth, yes. Artwork, yes. But the thing is this, I think the tracing and tracing the authenticity of the product and so forth, it has always been a characteristic for blockchain. So it is the same for NFTs as well. The ability to track who was the previous owner, ability to track what was being transacted, who was the real artist and so forth. Yes, I think that is one of the value. But again, you have to see there are some limitations as well, right? To whether or not how you authenticate and verify this is the real owner, right? Because if you go to some of these marketplaces, you could see a lot of different things that are maybe not original that is being uploaded there, right? And then if you put in the kind of a rubbish data, you get back the kind of rubbish result, right? So I think ultimately, as of now, in terms of technology adoption, how to authenticate whether this is the real owner or the real artist or not, I think it is still questionable. So it goes back to the fact that you have to trust the platform, right? You have to trust whoever the auction house is, right? So I'll give you an example. Same as trading in exchanges, right? People would choose Binance over ABC exchange, right? Because Binance is bigger, it has a longer reputation. It has built more trust, within its network. So same for the auction houses. So all these platform marketplaces become really important, really, really important, because they become the gatekeeper for many of these artwork, especially so for those that are priced a lot higher. So what I would expect is, during the normal marketplace, well, there's a certain level of verification, perhaps. Yeah, I'm not sure how this is going to be done, but for special auction, bigger price item, I do believe that the marketplace got to do a lot more than just letting them sell at this price. They got to verify the owner. They got to verify that he is the artist. Who is the artist? Because the owner might not be the artist, right? So you got to verify the owner, current owner, previous owner, the artist. When they did this piece of artwork. This whole set of data become a birth certificate, and it is part of the NFT, right? So whenever you sell this NFT, the data that you have mentioned, my friend, it goes together with it. So that could potentially be the value. More value if you can authenticate, lesser value if you can't authenticate. So again, it goes back to the marketplace. So yes, it is part of the value creation.
Something interesting already happened just a few days ago. The well-known marketplace OpenSea has done so suspicious and non-understandable things. One of the collectors, his name is Roman Luca. He brings to that platform the artworks of NBA company, but it not original. It's gonna be fake one, and he for sure has that case done. Said to his friend, just buy this fake one, buy this fake NBA card, and give it the real money for it, give it the real ETH. He had bought, And just a few days later, from the NBA, just get informed that, wow, NBA, do you know about this stuff? They say, we do not even realize that something happened in this space. And they are giving the violation to the OpenSea platform. Just look, guys, it's not the real one. Whereas NBA representatives, we say that this is the fake. And what the OpenSea does, without any notification, that clears up all the gallery. All the gallery clears up, and now is disrupt all the theory about blockchain and about NFT is. Looks like it's not decentralized. It's centralized, and it can be changed, edited, or stopped, or refurbished from the platform. And where is the reason? And where is the regulation? And who could and who going to be the judge and the the person who can say this is the original, this is the not fake, and this is the real creator of this value? It's very complex and very I know complicated question, but this case is already happened and it's ongoing. I will share the information with you too and with our audience, because now this process is ongoing in United States, in 2 states up there. Maybe your some feedbacks. What do you think about that, and what's your thought about this could be happening with another platforms too?
I think this is the same rubbish in, rubbish out kind of concept. Whether or not OpenSea is decentralized or not decentralized, I think the action says it all, right? So I think first of all, if there are any form of possible violation that is copyright related, I think OpenSea has the right to remove it, right? It's no longer about whether it's decentralized or not decentralized, because this is copyright. It's a totally different thing. Even if you are in a DAO network, the community can just vote and then make sure that this thing can be gone. So I think OpenSea did the right decision to remove it. But I'm not sure again, how is this going to be resolved with NBA top shots, on this instance. I do not have the information of what happened, but I think as a very early platform in the NFT space, they have to continue to evolve and try to do the right thing for the space. So one, looking at how to verify the content would be very, very crucial. Two is the ability to rectify problems. That is also very crucial. And three, I think OpenSea got to also, or maybe not OpenSea, the marketplaces as a whole got to make sure that they educate their users on this related problems that will come out, because some of these collectible, even in the older days, I think in our age and so forth, we play with NBA cards as well, physical card, right? During the old days, you can also see the fake ones around, right? They look slightly different, a little bit thicker, and so forth and so on. I think that problem will still persist in this NFT space. We again got to buy from the right platform. For example, if you buy directly from NBA Top Shots, you will not get a fake one, right? Because it's all authenticated and so forth. If you buy it from Super Rare, for example, for some of these really nice, rare, unique artwork, I believe they are all verified. But if you are going to a platform where they reach out to the big masses, well, you got to exercise that kind of caution. Whether or not OpenSea is wrong, I cannot be the judge. But the thing is, you just think about it. eBay or even Alibaba, there are tons of fake things on it. Are they being fought doing that? No, because these are all uploaded by the individual uploaders. So the same theory goes for OpenSea. I don't think they have committed any serious crime, but I hope that they can tighten up the whole process to make sure that the NFT reputation is preserved. That could be the main thing.
Cool, Andy. Thank you for your. I completely agree with you. It's an interesting point of view. I can say that from my perspective, OpenSea is right because the decisions and ideology based on the on the how it say non-replaceable something based on the blockchain, and that is the point where the people come into and say, if I bring value or bring something on this platform, on this, I don't know, digital DLT, how would say, decentralized ledger, I want to be ensured that no one has any chances to change it somehow, but OpenSea does. That's the case, and that's the dot. Maybe you want to add something because I want to finish our today's conversation. Is very interesting for me and for I'm sure I'm hope for you too, and for our viewers. Maybe from your you want to add something because I see that so many discussion going to be happen. If you don't mind, I will invite you on our shows too. But let us know. Maybe you have to add something to our audience too now.
I think today's topic is more about NFTs and how it is being valued. I would want to say that right now we're still at the very early stages of NFT. So just give the whole space a bit more time and a bit more space and let it grow. By doing that, you will possibly, create a new valuable asset class that is all NFTs related. So that is one. Second thing, like I've mentioned about multi-chain marketplaces or cross-chain marketplaces, I think such things will be the way forward because there are too many assets on Ethereum right now for NFTs. There are other players who also want to come in. So I think if platforms like this Hoodoo, HODOI.com, they can come up with a multi chain marketplace. I think that would make a lot of a difference. Or perhaps there's another protocol that I want to mention. It's called CZZ. So their website is ClassZZ.com. They are also into the multi-chain, cross-chain protocol business. I think what we will see in NFTs will be things that are going to be cross-chain, going to be multi-chain, so that whatever liquidity that we have or whatever asset we have on different chain right now can all be converged to one. That could be another key direction that the NFT space will move towards. Same goes for DeFi because the same theory and ideology work the same for both. So I hope to see more cross-chain, more multi-chain platform protocol or even the projects, because that will make a lot of a difference. And I always felt that with that kind of healthy competition, Ethereum, BSC, for example, or even the things like Solana or this OK chain and so forth, I think that will up their game. That will make them work a lot harder for the dollar. And that will also be a very good thing for the industry because we just need to have the right mindset and have the right passion behind it to see the industry grow in the longer term. So I would love to talk to your friends, love to get onto the Think Tank show again, and lovely to see you, my friend.
Thank you, Andy. Thank you for your time. Thank you for your passion and interesting tips to our Think Tank community. Thanks to our, viewers for their attention too. For sure, we're going to talk so many about NFTs, about all this stuff, about all this new market. Stay tuned with us. We are on dTV channel. It's First Success, decentralized television just for you. We are talking about innovation and future tech. Be with us. Thanks a lot. See you. Bye-bye.
Bye.